What's up, guys? What's up? Prince Sports, man. There's been a DeMarcus Cousins sighting. I said the Clippers should have played DeMarcus Cousins a while ago. I was champagning.
The DeMarcus Cousins sighting.
Oops. I was champagning for DeMarcus Cousins like crazy. I was always telling the Clippers, play DeMarcus Cousins. And look, he got 11 points. He's 4 for 8. They finally put him in the system. They finally give him playing time. They could have had a lot of less problems if they played Boogie Cousins. He's not a former All-Star for no reason. You get a former All-Star, you got to utilize the player and play. I've been preaching and saying this for the longest. You know, he gets Can I be heard now? Is my mic turned up? Third quarter, 59-54. Clippers are doing a good thing by playing DeMarcus Cousins because I was telling people that he should be getting playing time. You don't get a former All-Star on the team and don't give him playing time. You know. All right. Man, I've been having problems with some of my devices here. Technology, man, it's just weird in certain ways. It just disappears, out of the blue for no reason sometimes. I guess I was having a little problems. Yeah, man, I had issues with them trolls, man. I don't know if the guy was pretending to be G Money or that was just his name, but nevertheless, man, you deal with trolls. It comes to the territory. 56-62. Without Kawhi Leonard, I don't know if the Clippers could beat the Suns team. I don't think they want to go down 2 games to the Phoenix Suns, but hey, man, they did it the last 2 series, so you never know. But they got to play DeMarcus Cousins a little more. About time they give him some playing time, So I don't know what's up with I don't know what's up with this NBA season. Oh, Kuzma was out of, man, that Lakers going to have a big rearrange this offseason. So the Lakers going to be back, quote unquote, looking revamped, more better than ever. So look out for the Lakers come next season. Lakers are going to be a problem next season. I'm saying that because I think their roster is going to get upgraded. But a lot of people, I notice a lot of trolls, a lot of you guys don't watch basketball, man. All you do is just criticize players for just the hell of it. I'm not going to criticize a player if he gives me what I want. If I'm asking for a player to play his heart out, to play basketball like it's your last game, you're never going to get heavily criticized from me. I call players out when they don't show up. Okay? If you disappear or you choke or you give up in the game and you're not doing what you normally do, that's the definition of choking. Choking isn't losing basketball games. If you're going to apply choking towards losing basketball games, that means every basketball player to pick up a basketball is a choker, Because everybody that played basketball has lost basketball games more than they won. So we don't judge by that, Oh, of course I do. But then again, I got to take Harden with a little grain of salt too, because Harden had no business being playing. Clearly, he was rushed back. Did that look like James Harden to you? He was hobbling on one leg, basically. Couldn't get past nobody. He had to result into looking for foul calls by shooting threes. That wasn't James Harden. No. Why would I blame what did Kevin Durant do that was so bad, other than carry the team on his back? Do you ever see me judge LeBron James for his first 7 years in Cleveland? I barely brought that up. Half of the time I criticize LeBron is probably now or just some suspect moments he had when he had a big 3. That was it. But post Miami Heat, before that, you don't see me judging LeBron mostly, right? There's a reason for that. Because I suspected him to be playing like LeBron James. For the most part, his first 7 years, he played like LeBron James. He had some moments when he disappeared, yeah, that'd be credited to you, yes. I don't know. I think the winner of the Nets versus Bucks series was going to the finals. I got the Bucks going to the finals. I can't trust Embiid. I can't trust the 76ers. I think the 76ers are more of a wishy-washy team. The Bucks are going to the finals. Man, this brought up a lot of questions. If this happens, this would be Giannis's first time leading his team to the finals or potentially winning it. Imagine if Giannis wins, But Giannis should be able to ragdoll the Phoenix Suns, if you ask me. If Giannis gets a clear lane to the basket, and Giannis gets to be Giannis, he could beat the Phoenix Suns. But answer yourself, would these teams even be in the playoffs? I mean, in the conference finals, if it wasn't for this season. This season have a lot of question marks. You know, guys that didn't even play in the bubble was getting hurt. It was just injuries all around. You know, I don't even know what to call that. That's probably on you and just freak accidents, man. You know, Steph Curry got hurt in the regular season. Everybody was getting hurt. Guys that had that had nothing to do with the playing in the bubble was getting hurt. You know, Kevin Durant took a 2-year layoff and still couldn't finish playing the regular season. You know, but for me, the best player in basketball is Kevin Durant and Kawhi Leonard. They are the best individual players in basketball. You know, you could have a 1A, 1B, take your pick type of style. You know, Kawhi Leonard, I can't hold him accountable for much either because he's not playing. He's not even on the court playing. You know, injuries do happen. So, yeah, man. But I wonder if this is going to keep the casuals in. A lot of people are going to tune out of basketball with all the star power gone. This may be the lowest rated NBA finals of all time. You know, think about that. This could be potentially the lowest rated NBA finals. I don't think the Clippers are going to get past this team because you got to be objective at some point. If Kawhi Leonard is your best player, how far can you possibly go without your best player? It's just unrealistic to think that, you know. You can have faith and have hope, you know, if you're a Clippers fan, but, you know. Kyrie's not the best player in basketball for me, bro. You know, it's between Kevin Durant and Kawhi Leonard, especially for this season, you know. But I don't troll. I'm not going to sit there and be like, ha, 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 ha. You know, Clippers lost, ha, 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 Nets lost. No, I just call the games as I see it, you know. Nuggets were a disappointment, yeah, you know, but they were hit with an injury bug too. They were missing arguably their second best player. You can only go so far without your best players missing. Yeah, they're playing good without Chris Paul. You know, the Clippers need to take advantage of this while Chris Paul is not playing. If they can't do that, you know, so much asterisks, so much what ifs in this NBA season, man. I don't care what anybody say. There's a lot of what ifs. And whenever you get that, it's going to be a lot of unsatisfied basketball fans. This season, you can get nothing out of it. I can't tell who's really the best out of this season. You know? Yeah, he giving them problems, you know? But I don't know about y'all. Bistro said this was a throwaway season. I'm actually agreeing with him a little bit. You know, Bistro was the first guy in here saying that this was going to be a throwaway season a little bit. This season and the bubble season, which one was more suspect? Which one was more like, you know, but keep in mind, they have 4 months off before they went back to being in the bubble playing basketball. So that means guys was well rested. You know, this is different. This is just a rush back season. Everybody hurt from left to right. Your favorite stars are not playing. I mean, what is this, man? This is going to be the most weirdest championship. Whoever wins a championship this year will not win another championship. Period. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for the Milwaukee Bucks and Phoenix Suns. Now, for Giannis's sake, I hope Giannis wins a championship because this will validate him a little bit because he needs it. Man, don't get me started with that boxing screen. ESPN aired the fight as I was doing my rant. They aired the fight. The fight only lasted 3 rounds. So the whole time I was doing my rant, the fight was taking place. All right. I tuned back into ESPN. It was on. But they cut the middle of the fight to do a sports center on the Nets and Bucks highlights. How disrespectful to boxing that is. And then when they went back to the fight, they went back to the previous fight that was already recorded. Then they went to the main event. It was a mess. It was a mess. ESPN flat out disrespected boxing. Manny Pacquiao fight is August 21st. That'll be on pay-per-view, and I'm pretty sure that won't get disrespected the way ESPN disrespected boxing. I've never seen nothing in my entire life that you aired a live sport. You cancel it just to do a special sports center on the Bucks and Nets? Really? You can't wait till the event is over to talk about the Bucks and Nets. Yeah, act like the Bucks and Nets are defending champions. They lost. Okay, move on and let's see the next event. I was genuinely pissed off. I was really pissed off about that. You know, just thinking about that pissing me off right now because the fight only was 3 rounds, so I didn't miss much. You know, the monster punched Michael in the ribs, and that was it. He punched this dude in the ribs twice, and he went down. 3rd round knockout. You know, he has quick hands. I'm the guy that I was telling you guys about has the potential of being the next Manny Pacquiao. Okay, he's 118 pounds right now. He's going to move up in weight, but he has a chance to be the next Manny Pacquiao. Okay, boxing always has a next star on a come up waiting. And he could be the next Manny. All he needs to do is learn how to talk English. And he could be the next Manny Pacquiao from another country. Uh-oh. Paul George heating up. And it's 79-78. You know. I'm mad about ESPN and this damn boxing event. I was going to go on live to talk about boxing, and they postponed the fight like 2 hours later. Who does that? You postpone the fight 2 hours later. You know how many boxing fights was on yesterday? Lomachenko was fighting yesterday. I didn't get to watch that. Why are you going to air all these boxing fights when nobody could see them? They have no access to watch these fights. How is that helping the sport of boxing if nobody could watch it? You think people are going to go out of their way to watch boxing fights if you're not out there putting yourself out there? Promote yourselves and fight so people could see you. If all you got is word of mouth, people will lose interest in you. They will not watch you. No. Well, you can't spend that bread. They don't fight. They don't air these fights on TV. And then you got all these boxing screaming networks. You suspect people to pay for a boxer that's not even established yet. You want me to give you $20 to $40 for a boxer that most people don't know about, that only heard about from word of mouth. Don't you think the guy need to get put on first on national TV so the world could see him? Then you could boost his stock up, then put him on pay-per-view? I say I didn't even know that because you know what? Boxing is so secretive. What, they postpone the fight or something? You know, boxing is a really messed up sport. I think they don't care about it. They do these novelty celebrity fights and that's it. That fight with the main fight that I was supposed to watch was postponed like crazy. It came on like an hour late after I did my rant. They cut this fight off. They literally cut the fight off just to talk about the Bucks and the Nets. Yo, Sack, I wasn't even into that one. That one wasn't a fight that I wasn't even into. I wanted to watch the Monster versus Hot and Spicy. I wanted to see that the kid they called the Monster. He was advertised by Top Rank, okay? And he was all over ESPN. This is the problem with boxing. Promote your fighters. You want people to pay money to watch these fighters that nobody won't care about because they don't know them. They can't relate to them. Won't you put them on TV first so people can know what they got? Let them fight against a scrub, just to show off their skills. Then people will be like, oh, okay, I like this guy. But you won't even do that. Yep, celebrity fights are not where it's at. Just give me a few, Sack, if anybody else want to jump in. But that was ridiculous yesterday, man. I was utterly pissed off with it. ESPN disrespected boxing. Boxing needs to go back to premium cable networks. Go back to HBO. Let's get HBO Saturday Night Boxing like it used to be. Remember those classic fights, Sergio Martinez versus Paul Williams? Adrian Broner made a name for himself on premium cable. Showtime. You wouldn't know who Adrian Broner was if it wasn't for Showtime. But ever since boxing lost their contracts, and that show you that HBO want no parts of boxing because they thought boxing was not generating no money. They didn't renew the contract. Showtime completely disrespected boxing. If it wasn't for those premium cable networks, you wouldn't know who Adrian Broner was. He made a name for himself, not on pay-per-view, because he was never a pay-per-view fighter. He made a name for himself on national TV. In this case, Showtime. Because people got to see him, people got to see his antics, and they felt relatable to him. You're like, oh, Adrian Broner, that dude funny, that dude crazy. But you wouldn't know who he was if you couldn't have access to watch him. That's the problem with boxing. You need to promote the guys more so we can actually watch them. And, for example, this NBA season is really beyond suspect. Here's the problem with basketball fans. You guys think basketball is just a one-on-one sport. You forget that basketball is a team sometimes. I shouldn't have to remind you that basketball is a team sport. Yeah, the superstars get credit for doing certain things because that's what they're supposed to. But everybody got to play their part. If a superstar plays his part, but the team don't, they lose. If the team plays his part and the superstar don't play his part, the team lose. So it goes both ways. But here's the funny part. Which one is needed more? You may be surprised by this answer. But if a superstar plays a bad game, but his teammates are playing great, being the fact that it's 4 against 1 superstar, that team still can win basketball. That goes to show you that basketball is a 5-on-5 team sport. Okay? Now, I don't mean, when I say that, I don't mean they should stack the deck and get all the best players on one team. Okay. I don't mean they should stack the deck and get all the best players on one team. But what I mean is everybody got to play their part, Joe Harris better hide. Nah, man. James Harden is the main reason why the Brooklyn Nets lost, to be honest with you. If James Harden shows up, the Brooklyn Nets win this game. There is no overtime. The Brooklyn Nets win this game. What's that? That's water boiling? So, Sacktown pulling up on somebody. So I guess somebody here disrespectful. Big 3 for Devin Booker, 83 to 84. It goes both ways. If you're on the court playing, though, you got to be responsible for it. You know, if you can't play, you're going to hurt your team more than help. Don't play basketball then. So that's his fault. I don't want to hear no excuses. He's the main reason they lost. You know, because technically they got depleted. Kevin Durant's the best player on that team. He didn't have his sidekick. You ain't going to get that far without your sidekick, and you ain't going to get that far without your alpha. That's basketball. You need both. You know, so that's why when I laugh at people when they say stupid stuff like, well, you know, Jordan wouldn't have 6 rings without Pippen. Well, reverse that. Pippen wouldn't have rings without Jordan. See how stupid that is? Shaq, Kobe wouldn't have 3 rings without Shaq. Well, Shaq wouldn't have 3 rings without Kobe. Now you could flip flop on it. Because if you take Pippen off the Bulls and you replace him with a Sean Kemp or Dominique Wilkins, the Bulls may still win the championship. Question is how much? We don't know. Take Kobe off the Lakers team, replace him with a T-Mac or Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson was a top 5 player in the league at the time. He probably still win the championships with Shaq. It is what it is, you know. But I'm not in the what-if business. I'm not in a what-if business. We can sit here and talk about, have a crystal ball or talk about what if Scottie Pippen had 5 MVPs and 10 scoring titles, but he don't. What if Scottie Pippen was the face of the Chicago Bulls? Well, he's not. You know. Yeah, Average Joe was definitely was average. Yeah, that's karma coming back to bite James Harden. You turn your back on Houston to try to get a cheap championship. You wanted an easy championship. He thought playing with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving would give him a fast championship. Now, Kyrie Irving, I give him a pass on this a little bit. Because Microsoft brought this up. He said Kyrie didn't really want to play with none of them dudes. And he was right. Kyrie didn't answer to play with LeBron. Kyrie didn't answer to play with James Harden. James Harden being on the Nets was all Kevin Durant's choice. That's Kevin Durant's boy. Kyrie Irving ain't friends with James Harden. They ain't close friends. He only supporting James Harden. You know, James Harden Kevin Durant. Kyrie's supporting Kevin Durant. If having James Harden on the Nets makes Kevin Durant happy, Kyrie has to fall in line and be like, cool, that's my brother. So I rock with him. But keep in mind, he got bamboozled by the Cavaliers. He didn't know LeBron was coming. He thought they was going to build the team around him. So even though Kyrie's been on 2 big threes, keep in mind, he wouldn't have it any other. He would have it another way if it was up to him. Yeah, man, the Clippers losing. You got to take this with a grain of salt. They're losing the game without their best player. How far you suspect the Clippers to go without their best player? They're going to lose at some point. So then the Suns going to the finals. I don't care what anybody say. The Suns going to the finals. If I don't see Paul George, I don't see Kawhi Leonard get back in this lineup, Suns going to the finals, you know? No, but question is, what do you take from this season? What do you take from this season? Injuries really hurt this season. Is this a season that you're going to sweep under the rug? Or is it a season that you're going to say is valid? You don't know that. That's a what if, Bistro. That's a what if. See, this is a problem with you guys with what ifs. You don't know what Kyrie could have emerged to if he stayed on the Cleveland Cavaliers. You don't know that. You don't know if he would have been an MVP candidate. You don't know if he would have led his team to the playoffs. Stop acting just because he missed the playoffs his early years that he couldn't make the playoffs. You know, I will never know if Kyrie could be a leader or not. The opportunity got taken away from him. You know? We don't know. Well, one thing I do know, players like Kyrie Irving only get better with time. LeBron James didn't make the playoffs his first 2 seasons? Does that mean he's a flop? Does that mean he's not success? It takes time. Winning is a team goal, you know? Yeah, he had a chance to do it in Boston, you know? But he also had a chance to do it he never had a chance to do it in Cleveland. It could have been a complete different way. Could have been turned around different. Since you don't have a crystal ball and we don't know, you know, we don't know. Stop acting like if LeBron James made Kyrie a great player, you know? They didn't. Kyrie was a great player before LeBron got there. He would have been an all-star. He was an all-star before LeBron got there. Take the championship out, you know? No, look, Kyrie was the closer. Kyrie was the guy that closes games for the Cavaliers. That was his role. LeBron would tell you that the most. LeBron wanted Kyrie to be the closer. Kyrie was the closer on that basketball team, not LeBron James. LeBron James was more of the Magic Johnson role. No, LeBron James don't even like closing. That's not his specialty. You can't have it both ways. He say he's a pass-first player, right? Kyrie's the scorer. LeBron's the pass-first player. That's the motto, you know? We don't know that. How you know Kyrie would have been Stephon Marbury? You don't know that. We would never know. The opportunity got taken away from him. We don't know that, you know? LeBron doesn't make all-star players great. They've been great before LeBron. You know, you can make a case LeBron made some role players good, but that's about it. But Kyrie Irving is not a role player. Kevin Durant is better than LeBron James as of right now. LeBron James is the only superstar that didn't play like a superstar in the playoffs. Rather, he won or lost. You know, it is what it is, man. LeBron has a chance to redeem himself this next season. You know, but he had the most time off. LeBron missed half the regular season and was primed to come back for the playoffs. You know, I won't go far to say he a choke artist. I just say he missed a big shot.
It's good, man. What's good? Glad you let me in.
Yeah, man. I mean, I figure, hey, why not, man? I was waiting for more to come through, but it is what it is. So,
yeah,
man. It was good.
Hey, man. Loma fights. Shit, either next week or a little bit after that. I think he's gonna lose actually, because Nakatani ain't no joke.
Yeah, but still, will we have access to this fight on? You know, the problem with boxing is it's hard to get.
You mean on time?
Yeah, yo, it's hard. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, Zach. I have to go out of my way to watch a boxing fight. Now, imagine a casual fan; they're just gonna give up. That's the problem with boxing. What's up?
With thick and thin. I was doing so much that I didn't even notice that there was a delay. Because the fight card started at 7, and the main event now, not the prelims, and then right around 2 hours, you know, around the 9:10 mark or so. That's when the fight was on. So I was like, well, you know, they on time on target. But I think it was only like, a 2-fight card? Dog Base fought first, and then and I guess there was that hour break he was talking about. But shit, soon as that Nets shit went down, so I had to switch over to Charlo. I caught him from the 4th round on. So I was cool. Like, you know, I segued cool. But the thing is, probably what probably happened was they didn't want to compete with that Charlo fight, and they wanted to get the max viewership.
Hell yeah!
Just from my experience watching boxing, and whatnot.
But yeah,
man, it was all gravy yesterday. Jaime Munguia did his thing. He stopped the dude, made him retire in the corner after the 6th round. Charlo did his thing. He had a clean sweep on most folks' cards, but the judges had it like 118, 109, and 119, 110, and then one judge actually gave him the clean sweep, 120, 108. And then we all saw what the monster did. That motherfucker.
Yeah, woo, man. I think he got potential, man. He got potential. We got to see what he do when he move up in weight, though.
He got more than potential, man. He is it. I mean, like he already got 3 different straps in 3 different weight divisions, man.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
And he's young, too. So, I ain't about got at that weight class or at them lighter weight classes. You got to go back like Aaron Pryor and shit. Man, it's like whoa, or Floyd or Pac-Man.
True that. Oh yeah, 95 to 95, man. I give the Clippers props. They're hanging in there, you know.
But what's good with you, man? Like shit, I was wanting to touch down on that damn Inoue fight, but like I texted you earlier, man, or last night or whenever, that shit went by so quick. It was like, I mean, Inoue was like, man, I don't get paid for overtime. I'm about to be in and out like Vaseline pussy.
Right, man. But yeah, man, what you think of this year's NBA, man? Like, I don't know, all these. Like,
you mean the injuries?
Yeah, with the injuries and everything, we know that the teams that we're going to see in the finals are probably teams that wouldn't be there if certain situations were different. You know,
I mean, man, the whole thing is this: injuries are just as much a part of the game as jerseys, salaries, fouls, referees. I mean, it really is a battle of attrition this year more so than others. I mean, we didn't see it to a lesser degree and whatnot in years past, but man, you just got to charge it to your ghetto gold card, man. Charge it to the game.
Yeah, hey, that's how it is. You know,
crazy ass driving motherfuckers, man, over here. Just
where you headed at, Reno?
Oh, you know that.
I
I only broke even yesterday, man. I don't really. I mean, there ain't no staying even. Either you're getting better or you're getting worse. So,
I hear that.
We're gonna see what it do today. We're gonna see what it do, man. There's this hockey game later on, and of course that game 7, man. I think I'm gonna have to in play it. I should have in played yesterday's game, but the thing is, I took like 2 $50 parlays, like 7 legs, and then I had this is what be happening with parlays is that one team, it's always that one team. Everybody hit except for the Nets, and that's where because I hedged this one baseball game. I had who did Baltimore play yesterday? Whoever Baltimore played, I hedged that one. Oh, the Blue Jays. Because I thought that was a 50-50. I just knew the Nets was going to do it, but in hindsight, I should have hedged the edged that Bucks game. So I'm going to in-play that game 7 tonight when it come on at 5. You going to be doing a live stream?
Oh, for that
for the game 7.
Yeah, I'll probably
Please do, man. Please do. Game 7 ain't the same without you, man.
Right, man. But yeah, the last one was live, man. That was one hell of a game, man. I enjoyed that from top to bottom though, because it was
that was a game.
2 superstars going at it. You know, they gave me my money's worth. You know, regardless.
That most definitely was a game. It most definitely was a game.
What?
I'm over here driving. It's called gravity, though. Man, what was I gonna say? So my question is what prompted you to do it? Because of the Filipino influence? You spoke about it or what?
No, actually, I just wanted to see what the hype was about with the monster. Now, I watched some documentaries with him, and I was able to. Then I went back and looked at his fight with Donaire, and when Donaire cracked his nose, and he still came back to beat Donaire, I was like, okay, maybe I give this kid, that fight.
He actually cracked his orbital bone, bro.
Yeah. So
in the second round, he cracked his orbital bone, and from the second round on, he was seeing double of Nonito Donaire, but he got that ninja warrior spirit. You gonna have to kill me, because Billy Joe Saunders quit from the orbital bone. Kell Brooks, hold on, for all y'all who don't know boxing, recently Canelo cracked Billy Joe Saunders' orbital bone in 4 places, and he's retired now. And then Errol Spence Jr. cracked Kell Brooks' orbital bone, and he quit during the fight too. So, man, he is a monster. And then Daniel Dubois, this up and coming heavyweight from the UK, he got his orbital bone cracked against Joe Joyce, and he quit during the fight. So, man, it's like, and there ain't nothing to play with because you can go blind. So, we'll see what's up.
100,
man, but
wow, 195. Yeah, man. But,
all right. Thanks for doing your due diligence, man. I ain't watching the game. I'm driving.
What
was you gonna say?
Yeah, man. What's up with boxing and these premium networks, man? They didn't renew a contract with HBO?
The thing is I'm glad you brought that back up. When PBC and Al Heyman first started, you had Jim Lampley and shit, throwing shots at him, talking about, and then other boxing networks, I don't know, like if you was up on Jim Lampley, but he'd always say, and then you get these other fledgling boxing networks that think that they're going to make a ripple in the pond, and they don't know the long established tenure. But PBC bounced them motherfuckers out the game. That's what it is. Because PBC Showtime got a full fucking roster. They got damn near every welterweight not named Terrence Crawford. They got damn near every junior. Junior middleweight not named. Canelo moved up. Right now they got every junior middleweight. They got Jermell Charlo. They got Rosario, who Charlo beat to unify. They got Jarrett Hurd. Mm-hmm. They got J-Rock Williams. They got Irislandi Lara. So, man, they're stable, man. Hold on. Look at this roller holding up the goddamn traffic. Do you see that shit?
Hell yeah.
Man, and you can't pass this motherfucker. What is he holding up traffic for? What? Anyways, and then, because the prime weight classes have always been welterweight, junior middleweight, because you get that heavy punching, but with the combos too. Lighter weight classes, such as the ones that Inoue are in, you just got to be a singular entity like he is. Inoue, for folks to gravitate towards that, or like a Pac-Man and just have a dope-ass following. And then they got that, and then they got heavyweights too, Wilder, Andy Ruiz, Luis Ortiz, the Cuban southpaw. So, I mean, if you want to know why HBO ain't in the game, it's Al Heyman and PBC.
Hey, don't forget about on Showtime too.
Yeah, and that is PBC, bro.
Oh yeah, man. They need to fix boxing, bro.
No. PBC got Fox and fucking Showtime, bro. They got PBC Showtime pay-per-view. Got Fox didn't have pay-per-view prior to PBC.
Oh yeah.
He's one who you always hear about. He's a Harvard business graduate, bro, in economics. You know what he's talking about? What things?
Hell yeah. Did.
Oh yeah, and I forgot about Ugas. He was the WBA super champion before they reinstated Pacquiao, because Pacquiao was a champion in recess, so to speak, because he ain't fought since Keith Thurman in 2019. So they elevated Ugas from the regular champion because the WBA got like 2 or 3 fucking belts. They got a super champion, they got a regular champion, and they got an interim champion. And since Pacquiao wasn't fighting, they elevated Ugas from the regular to the super, and he was going to fight Errol Spence prior to Errol Spence signing that contract with Pacquiao, because Errol's all about them straps. He's like, all right, whoever got it, I want it.
Oh hell yeah!
But he got the Pacquiao fight, and to make things all Jesus, they said, all right, we're gonna make this a unification. Holy shit, motherfuckers cannot drive around this camp. Look at this shit, bro.
Damn. But yeah, man.
And the thing is, coming up from SAC, before I hit the Reno turnoff, there was a 4-car accident. I was like, it's Sunday. What? You got this LA traffic popping up for? All right, man. If y'all ain't trying to do it, I'm gonna do it. Shit. Come on, man. But yeah, damn, that motherfucker said you ain't taking that. You see this fucking this Q5? Well, I'm giving them. Oh shit! Look at another fucking accident.
Yo, what up?
What's up?
Ain't shit, man. Watching this game.
Damn. That looks serious.
Hello?
What? Yeah, I can hear you, Hoop.
Who?
Yo, what up? Your connection fucked up. Hello?
Yeah, your connection good, Hoop.
Oh, mine is good? I thought that was mine.
Yeah. Nah, that's not you.
Oh. That's you, OG? I don't think he can hear us, right?
No, I don't think he can hear
us. What's the score, homie?
97 to 105. I don't think he can hear us.
Suns?
Yeah.
Suns, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It was given to DeMarcus Cousins play. That's good. 7 minutes to go.
Well, they're going to have to play bigger because Dayton, you know, I mean, you just can't let him run roughshod out there.
Hell yeah.
And the Suns is really showing something, because I heard you talking about, you know, Clippers ain't got their best player and whatnot, but they ain't got their best player, or arguably their most important player, CP3. You know, so they showing just a lot of cohesion and just want to right now. They're showing a lot of cohesion that they got interchangeable parts. If you plug, didn't campaign start tonight?
Yeah. Who? Say that again.
Right? Didn't campaign start tonight?
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he started. Well, somebody connection breaking up.
That's his connection.
Oh.
You gotta go back out and come back in.
Yeah. But yeah, man, to answer that, I don't think Chris Paul the best Suns player, man. I'm gonna still give it to Devin Booker.
Yeah, it is Devin Booker.
I mean, Chris Paul is
good.
Arguably
their most important.
Oh.
I said, or arguably their most important player. But you have to admit that, you know, Chris Paul is the reason why they were even in the position because they had Ayton and Booker prior to this season. You know.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, he's a great playmaker. I'm not taking that away from him, but I still think the best player on the team is Devin Booker.
Yeah, just that Chris Paul and put them in his position.
He put him over the hump. Then. Can we agree on that he put him over the hump?
Well, yeah, he was that legit guy that Devin Booker could count.
He's the one that put them in his position.
Yeah,
you know, to make the playoffs. Then remember, last year in the bubble they went 8-0.
Yeah, that's right. They went 8-0 last year. No, that's without Chris Paul, but they still needed that second guy. They never had a legit second guy until Chris Paul.
Yeah. 8 games is a small sample size.
Right.
I got a statistics background, man. That's a small sample size. The theory of large numbers. You know what I mean? The larger that your sample size in, the more accurate your results.
Right.
Take this nigga.
Am I still breaking up?
Huh?
Am I still breaking up like y'all was talking about?
Now you're a little better now.
Hitting this elevation, so I just may have to drop out and get back with y'all. But let me know if it gets unbearable. Like these haters that be coming in, goddamn chat, unbearable.
I feel you, man. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get my Daffy done.
What happened? I can't hear you.
I just said, what you talking about? Unbearable.
Oh, shit, Rondo. Oh, Rondo made that. I mean, this game is far from over. It's still about 5 minutes to go. You know, shit. Why they not double teaming Booker? I don't understand.
What's the score now?
Yeah, Batum.
They got a gang of shooters around.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they was double teaming Mitchell and Jazz had a gang of shooters around there. Besides Gobert.
Hell yeah.
So
you know what though?
I don't understand why.
Go ahead. For me though, driving to Reno is very therapeutic, man. Look how scenic this shit is. I'm about to come across the damn ravine and shit. They got all these mountains and shit.
Huh? Before the shot attack. Let's stop before the shot attack.
Word. 101 to 107. Phoenix still up. Yo, T, you
some bullshit.
You breaking up a little too much, T.
All right. All right. I'm about to cut out. I'm at 7,000 feet elevation.
All right, brother. All right. Yo, what you take of this season, man?
Huh?
What you take from this season, man?
Man,
because we talked about last season and this season, bro. I mean, they both looking suspect. Both of these seasons look suspect.
I mean, yeah, man. You know, it is what it is, but fuck, Paul George, man, one. I mean, I don't like it because I gotta stop that lane, or I gotta cut that lane off.
Hell yeah.
And the Clippers are tired. They gotta. I mean, you know, I don't really expect to see them. But I mean, I don't really expect to see what they really gonna do until game 2, game 3. You know, when Ty Lue make the adjustments. You know.
Yeah.
Like you know how that shit go with this nigga Ty Lue, man. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You never know with this motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean?
Word.
You know.
Word, man.
Yeah. Nah,
hey, yo,
you feel me? But
what you think about the James Harden situation, man? Do you think he was hurt?
Man,
do Do you think this was a case of choking or an injury?
Choke, man. He do this shit all the time. Even with that injury, bro, he's still supposed to play a little bit decent, bro. He ain't do nothing, my nigga. He did nothing. He did nothing but choke.
Word.
Your arms work. Yeah, your arms work. You feel me?
He said,
like all you do is shoot. You feel me? Like what I was saying about KD, right? KD yesterday on that shot. I said, yo, damn, that's an easy shot for Kevin Durant. Understand what I'm saying? Because Kevin Durant is how tall? 7 foot, right?
6'11", close to 7 foot. Yeah.
You know, he's 6'11", 7 foot.
Yeah.
And everybody that guards him is like what, 6'9" and under, 6'8" and under, really.
They need Kawhi. They need Kawhi, man.
Understand what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
He's like everybody that guards him is 6'8" and under. And Kevin Durant is a great player. You feel what I'm saying? So for that type of shot to be an easy shot for him says a lot. Understand what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So guys thought I was hating on KD. No, I'm saying that's an easy shot for him. I didn't say, oh, damn, yo, that's an easy shot. No, I said that's an easy shot for Kevin Durant. Feel what I'm saying? That just like let me give you instance, right? Like, let's just say if you're a NASCAR driver, right? Let's just say if you're a race car driver, right?
Okay.
And you want to go look at two cars, right? And you're gonna go look at two cars, and one car go 300 miles per hour, and one car go about 250, right? So check this out. The one, you know what, bro? Like, let's say they both go 300 miles per hour, right? But I tell you, like, yo, bro, like this one go 300 miles per hour. Like, it gets up there, but it takes a little minute. You feel what I'm saying? And I tell you the other one, yo, bro, like that shit goes 300 miles per hour with ease. It gets up fast, like it's nothing. Like it's nothing to get this car up to 300 miles per hour. Like, which one sounds more impressive? Me telling you that, yo, it's easy. Like it's nothing for this other car to get up to 300 miles per hour, like it's regular. So that's good, right? Like that's saying, I want that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's the more better brand, better car. Yeah.
Same shit that goes with Kevin Durant. So if I'm insinuating, like, yo, this turnaround 3-pointer that he just hit over two people is an easy shot for him. I'm saying what? You feel me? So
you're basically acknowledging. You're acknowledging how great KD is. Basically, that's what you're saying.
My point exactly. So I don't understand how can somebody get that misconstrued. I don't understand.
Well, I think it comes down to how you were saying it, because you just said it out in the open, and it was in the heat of the moment, and everybody was listening. So
no, I'm saying because everybody was like panicking and people was going crazy. Everybody I'm like, yo, that's an easy shot for him. I don't know what type of defense they thought they was doing. You feel me? Like,
word.
And it was. You see how easy he did that shit? Yo, check this out. Remember I was telling you the other night. It was like 2 games ago when they was playing the Bucks. Remember KD had a chance to win the game? I think to win or to tie. Remember?
Yeah.
To win or to tie. And he caught the ball from down there half court and just shot it over 2 people and the shit almost went in. Remember I told you, I said, bro, you see how easy he just got that shit off?
Yeah.
Like it's nothing.
Now my biggest great with him was that taking that last shot though.
Oh no. That shit was just.
He should have made the space and took that shot. It was just bad shot selection. Here's the thing is a lot of people say, oh, why you don't criticize KD like LeBron? KD showed up. LeBron James did not. Okay, we can say whatever we want. Who you think played better? LeBron James having.
Come on, man. That's not even
it's not even a question. Exactly.
Come on, man. That's not even the conversation.
Exactly. That's why I'm not.
What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Yeah. Here's the thing, though, yo. They want people just want you to hate, or to say stuff.
Yeah, that ain't what we doing over here.
Yeah, we don't do that, man. If Kevin Durant pouting to the referees, quit in the game, not get back on defense. Yo, LeBron James was doing all of that.
All that and beyond.
Yeah.
We talked about that. We said, yo, don't get me wrong. Like, it was a good game. Like, we both acknowledged Kevin Durant's skill.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we acknowledged his skill yesterday. But we ain't really want him to win because he's trying to cheat the system.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because he's trying to cheat the game. But, but he's still a good player and all, but, you know how that go.
Hell yeah. I mean, all I'm saying is I didn't want that from a star player. If you're supposedly a superstar, just go out blasting. I don't care if he missed a shot or he won or not.
Mm-hmm.
I just go out there and play like you're supposed to be playing.
Yeah, like I like everything he did in the game for the overtime. Overtime, you got to score at least a bucket in that overtime, my man.
Yeah, he was trying though, but I mean, hey, he went 0 for 6. But even that, it's like Kawhi when he was taking those shots in Game 7. I can't say he not being aggressive, he not playing. If he missing shots, he missing shots. But that's all I can answer for. The ball is not going to go in all the time. Just stop being passive. Like if that was LeBron, he probably would have passed that shot.
Yep.
I would have been pissed off that you didn't tuck the shot, not that you made it or not.
Well, what KD did, that was stupid.
That wasn't stupid, but yo, Tay, what's up? And you got to stay here longer than 60 seconds, man.
They need Kawhi out there, man. Man, I picked the Clippers to win Game 1.
You picked the Clippers to win Game 1?
Yes.
After all that talk you talk about the Clippers, you shouldn't be picking them to win no games.
You going with LA now. Nah, nigga, you with LA now. You heard him, right?
I heard him.
You fucking with the Clippers now, Tay. Nah, you fucking with us now.
Yo, Tay, we got the receipts. It's live, man. Just being recorded.
Man. Bye, Clippers. Say goodbye.
Nah, yo, you don't know what you want to do, yo.
Yeah. You see how quick he just jumped ship? Man.
I really think this game is a fluke by the Suns, though.
Okay, let me ask you this though: if they could get to the finals without Kawhi Leonard,
to be honest,
what's that saying about Kawhi Leonard?
I did have the Clippers win Game 1 though.
No, hold on, I got a question for who?
To be honest,
hold on a minute, Tay. If they could get to the finals without Kawhi Leonard, what's that say about Kawhi Leonard to you then, though? Usually teams can't win without their best players. We all know this, right?
No, I can understand if he ain't played for the whole playoffs, but Kawhi is the main reason why they actually in this position they're in now. Okay. They would have never got out the fucking first round if it wasn't for him.
That's true.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So when you think about it, and and they doing this for Kawhi when you think about it, because like what the fuck, this is for Kawhi. I mean, this whole team embody his mindset and his personality. I mean, look at fucking Paul George. Of course they need Kawhi Leonard. Like apparently they're not a better team without him. But
he might play for Game 3 though.
Oh yeah. No, he's out for Game 1 and 2, but Game 3, yeah, he may play.
Oh, dummies.
Who facts?
Paul George. What is that, Paul George?
Z Spoof say Kawhi the best player in basketball right now. You could say that. You could definitely say that.
Man, Kevin Durant. I'm gonna say this: if Kevin Durant got his toes like an itch.
Oh, Terrence, man! Oh shit!
Yeah.
Terrence, fucking man.
What happened?
Dang. It's only a 2-point game.
Yeah,
well, 1-4.
Like,
man,
damn it! I shouldn't.
This type of team is really crazy. Like I said,
I told you.
Like
I told you.
They're a good team. They are a good team.
I told you.
I wouldn't say that way.
The gonna still Game 1.
Bro, I told you. I think this game from the Suns is a fucking fluke. They're hitting threes like crazy and shit, but.
Hey, yo, you could still make a case Kevin Durant the best player in basketball too, because you don't have to be the best player to win the championship all the time. We call LeBron the best. We call LeBron the best player in basketball.
I don't call that nigga the best.
Yeah, you know what I mean. He was called the best. He was called the best. He was called the best player in basketball, even when he lost. So
they was lying.
LeBron can score 40 points on Phoenix. He can't do it like KD did.
I mean, the best player in basketball, I gotta give it to Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard beat Giannis in the series. Kevin Durant lost to Giannis in the series. I don't care about who's healthy or who's not. That Brooklyn Nets team was talent-wise better than that Toronto Raptors team.
Yeah, but that talent got to be on the court playing, though.
No, I mean, they still had James Harden out there playing. And
I give you that. Yeah, but you know what? James Harden, the main reason they lost, though, to be honest with you. Hey. If James Harden didn't play, if James Harden played like James Harden, they would have won.
Well, let me ask you a question. Would you have rather that version of James Harden or Kyle Lowry before Kawhi Leonard got to Raptors?
I'm thinking. But look, Kyle Lowry was still playing better than what James Harden was doing in this series. That was terrible, bro. James Harden, he couldn't even get past nobody. It's like he was hobbling on one leg. He out there taking threes and just falling down on purpose. I don't know what he was doing. He better off not even playing.
Is it still 2-point game?
No, Suns won this game.
Well, I got the Clippers win game 2.
Yeah, I think they win game 2. Kyle Lowry's gonna make some adjustment.
Shit. See, Satan's here.
Right.
I'm gonna say this. If the Clippers go 0-2, they're gonna win game 3, game 4 in the Staples.
I don't know. We'll see because they don't got Kawhi. So
yeah, man, that's a little different now. But they had Kawhi for all of that.
So, I mean, and this goes to show you, Clippers are a good team without Kawhi, but with Kawhi, they are the best team in the fucking NBA by far. Hands down, by far. This is what that's saying, P. You heard?
I feel you.
Like, you understand that question you asked me? This goes to show you, Clippers is a good team without Kawhi, but with Kawhi, they are fucking the best team in the NBA.
Right.
And I'm saying,
you're muted.
I want to say, if Kawhi playing this game, the Clippers would have won that game. Won this game.
And the only reason why the Clippers started this playoff struggling was because of Tyronn Lue.
Yeah.
Tyronn Lue.
Yeah, you notice he tucked DeMarcus Cousins out quick. After DeMarcus Cousins scored, he was at 4 for 8, had 11 points, and you take him out the game.
You don't know the coach.
I don't know what's his rotations suck. It's like he do this on purpose.
Yeah,
people start yelling at him and say, "Hey, play this guy, play that guy."
Go ask you a question, man.
What's up?
Why is Ronald playing bad with the Clippers, man?
He playing all right, man. I think he need more playing time, man. He can't get into a rhythm. He's a rhythm basketball player, and the rotations suck. He can't be that effective. You ain't getting no minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. If I was on Tyronn Lue, I put Ronald in the starting lineup.
What's good, T?
And play Boogie.
Oh man, I can act. Thanks for letting me in. Hey, I just wanted to comment on who the best player is and all that. All it really is, no matter who I believe, no matter who Hoops believes, no matter what Prince, Tay, anybody else, it's all really speculation. I mean, we can narrow it down, but given the fact players don't be guarding each other, tell who this motherfucker is.
Hello?
You feel me?
Say that again. You broke up, Zach.
All right. I said, give it. All right. So what did you hear?
You said no matter. You started naming all of us and then talking about the best players.
All right. No matter who we believe, like you can narrow it down, of course, to 2, 3, 4, 5 players. but it's really all speculation because they don't be guarding each other the full game like they used to. So you really can't see you can't say that Durant cooked Giannis or vice versa, or Kawhi cooked Durant and vice versa. I mean, you just can't because that's not something that we're able to see. Back in the day, every two guard tried their best to guard Jordan. Wasn't happening. Gordon them and one team all day. You know what I mean?
Yo, you breaking up, man.
That's all I'm getting at. All right. Fucking all right.
What's going on? Happy Father's Day to everybody. And Devin Booker, had a good Father's Day present to his dad today with a magnificent 40-point triple-double. The Suns, without Chris Paul, showed grit and toughness. Mikal Bridges made some big plays on both sides of the ball. DeAndre Ayton has been phenomenal in the playoffs. Even Jay Crowder made some big-time buckets and some plays from good deep. Paul George was red hot the first 3 quarters, but he cooled them off in the fourth. And what killed the Clippers, Ty Lue sitting Paul George down way too long, though.
Yeah, he
and
did.
That's why way too long. Because when the game was tied, and then when George came back, they're down 8 to 10 points. So that's gonna be a problem. And I'm saying this now: if Chris Paul comes back for Game 2, the Suns can seriously go up 2-0. Because think about this: if Chris Paul comes back, that means that adds more offense and clutch shooting and defense for Phoenix, though, and makes things even more easier for the young guys.
Hell yeah!
So that's what I'm saying. The Clippers have to win games. They can't go down 2-0 think they'll come back against this team. It won't happen. So if they win Game 2, then we have a series. They go down 2-0, it's going to be over. Because even Kawhi came back, to say Kawhi is going to be the same player. Who's to say that? Because he has an ACL injury.
I mean, we don't know what injury he has. It hasn't been reported yet.
But he may not come back in the series, and that's going to be a problem, though. If they had Kawhi Leonard in the series, I would have picked the Clippers.
Got 40 points.
Yeah,
40-point triple-double. Here's what I thought: if Kawhi Leonard was fully healthy right now, I would have picked the Clippers in 6 or 7. Without Kawhi Leonard again, and with Chris Paul coming back soon, I don't see the Clippers being the Suns. Because in the close game, I don't trust the Clippers over the Suns because Devin Booker can take over. If Chris Paul's healthy, he can take over. That's what I'm saying. If the game is close, are you going to trust Reggie Jackson and Batum to hit clutch shots consistently? Probably not. That's my problem.
Yeah, what you take away from this the game yesterday? You didn't get to talk about the Bucks and Nets.
Oh yeah, Milwaukee executed down the stretch. The ball movement was there, and Brooklyn did. KD disappeared in overtime. Harden was garbage. Joe Harris missed open, clean looks. And what killed the Nets, they barely played their bench. Steve Nash also should have used DeAndre Jordan or Nicholas Claxton for rebounding and rim protection. That's what killed the Nets. And for the Bucks, Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, even Giannis made clutch plays down the stretch.
Oh yeah, here's my thing though. Durant played every single minute of that game and every single minute of the last few games that they were playing. Right? He went for shots. I can't heavily criticize him because he did what I asked him to do. The ball just didn't go in. I mean, it's not like he was disappearing. Shots just wasn't falling down in that overtime. I don't know if it was legs or fatigue, but that shit wasn't working. It wasn't working. But I can't criticize a guy that goes out and gives me what I'm asking for. I think if James Harden showed up, they would have won that game.
And Joe Harris stung too.
Yeah. See, but the Joe Harris is a role player, man. He could have a bad game.
Yeah.
But no. Joe Harris having a bad series. No way. No.
He could. He had a bad series, but he's a role player though, so they're not going to heavily lean on him like that.
Criticize him.
I didn't say he has to be a star. I never said that. What I said was Joe Harris could have hit those open shots. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that's. It's true because
I mean, yeah, you know, bro, like he could have, but he not gonna get criticized for not hitting no shots. So, you feel what I'm saying?
I mean,
Yeah.
he should be. He should be criticized a little bit. I mean, because if you're the best, if you're one of the best, if you're a 3-point champion, I expect you to hit open shots. Are you gonna make every shot? No, of course not. You miss shots, but he missed clean looks. It wasn't like it was contested. Most of his looks were clean looks he usually hit and just didn't fall. I don't get it though. So that's what I'm saying. But again, you need role players to step up, not just stars. You need
Yeah,
everybody to step up.
that is true. That is true. But you know what? Role players always have another role player replacing them if the one is playing bad. That's a superstar is the player that cannot be replaced. You cannot place the level of a superstar player. And if they don't show up, they don't win. You don't win. As simple as that.
Like they're not gonna say the Brooklyn Nets lost because of Joe Harris.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
No, but
That's not what I'm saying. I never said it was all
I know what
Harris.
you're saying, bro, but you know how it is. Like he's a non-factor, bro. Like he gonna hit a shot or miss a shot. Like it ain't a big
Exactly.
deal. Like,
And James Harden, look, he was trying to do too much. At this point, I won't go too hard on
he
Harden.
choked his ass off.
He shows, bro. Is it a surprise, man? Is it really a surprise at this point, man? We know it's James Harden.
I'm glad y'all brought that up because I was answering the question: is this more of a choke job or an injury thing? Which one is it?
He choked.
Choking. Yeah, he's hurt, but I don't want to hear excuses. He choked, man. Because I see Chris Paul in a hamstring injury beat the defending champion Spurs. Remember that and hit a game winner on the same hamstring. So I don't want to hear that excuse for James Harden. I don't want to hear it.
I mean, hey, you're out on the floor. You are responsible for what takes place, and he's a former MVP. He got to show up. But that's what I was saying. That's what people are going to remember. Those other guys, they just be like, hey, man, we did our part a little bit. James Harden was the one that needed to show up. If he played just regular James Harden, they win this game. They don't need Kyrie Irving or both of those guys to win. They just need alpha and a sidekick and decent role players. They had all of that.
But listen, obviously they need way more than that because they
need rebound.
What's up?
Listen, guys, that's what we all think that KD just needed Kyrie Irving and that was it. Obviously, he feel otherwise. He feel he need everything. So I don't understand. I don't get it. Like these niggas want to stack the deck and make basketball so unfun for everybody. And that's what. Don't get me wrong. Like I enjoy seeing him score yesterday and do all that, but that's what he get. He got what the fuck he deserves. A fucking L for trying to cheat the game of basketball. And form all these super teams and shit.
Zach said, I don't want to hear that Jordan wasn't in shape against the Magic. Nobody says he wasn't. Listen, man, there's a difference between James Harden and Michael Jordan. Do I really have to explain the difference? Right. Mike was out there being Michael Jordan, okay? I'm not saying Michael hit every game-winning shot, but he was out there playing. He never disappeared. When you choking is acting out of character. I don't know how many times I got to explain this to people. Choking is doing stuff that you normally don't do. It's like disappearing or not showing up. Pouting on the bench. Leaving the game early. Those are, or not even wanting to spoke with nobody. Those are examples of choking. Mike never not want to spoke with people. Rather he won or lost, he still gave you his all. That's the difference. That's not choking. Even the Kawhi Leonard in Game 7, that's not choking. He was out there performing and playing, attacking the basket, wasn't getting no calls, taking jump shots. He did everything in his power to try to put his team above the top. It's not like he was, let me hold on to the ball and not pass it. No, let me freeze and just keep passing the ball to role players all day. That's different. You guys use the word choke way too often. Like every time somebody loses, it's not an example of choking. It's a simple fact they either had a bad game or the other team was just better. It's simple as that.
Until a coin came out of nowhere.
No, that's the difference.
Go in the room. Go. Come on, give me. Yeah, that's a fact. I don't know where people get this shit.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where you guys use the word superstar way too often. You use the word choke way too often. Everybody lose. Y'all say it's a choke job.
Yo,
do y'all watch basketball, man? I don't even understand with some of y'all, man.
Somebody get ready to lose. Oh, it's time to start laughing.
Yeah, like what's part of this? Y'all wanted me to make videos laughing at Kevin Durant or he lost? Oh, when do I do that for anybody? I just call the game, man. I'm not gonna sit there, man. They lost. Like what is that? What is that? We're grown man, homie.
Too much hatred going on, man.
Word, man. You just Bro, James Harden couldn't fill Michael Jordan's jock strap. James Harden not even in the same category with Michael Jordan. I mean, stop with that. He got a reputation for choking. Jordan never had no reputation for choking. Whether Jordan won or lost, Jordan was bringing it. This man would have bloody lips, elbows to the face, and still playing. You guys, your favorite players get hit. They get a common foul. They act like somebody shot them with an AK.
Bro, that shit is so crazy, bro. Like,
what? I mean, everybody uses all these terms so loosely. If you lose a game, maybe the other team was just better, man. Do you ever just thought about that sometimes? Stop saying everybody choked. If I'm a scorer and I play basketball, all right, that's what my thing is. I'm a go-to scorer. And I'm taking all these jump shots, but they're not falling down. That's not choking. I'm still playing my game. I just can't. I don't have it that certain day in that particular time to get over the top. Man, Zach, I don't think you even know what a fanboy means. Clearly you don't understand. You're not understanding much stuff, man. You think everything is an example of a choking. I guess it's a new generation thing. Everybody's a choke artist now. Words that you lose one game, you choke.
I don't know what they be talking about, but like I was saying about the whole thing, like KD, I don't think KD could win a championship on like an evenly playing level field, and LeBron James neither, because if they could, they would. And and that's why they always stacking the deck, because they know they can't do it.
Yeah.
Even though it don't matter what we think, they think they can't. So
yeah, hell yeah.
So you got all these players with all these talent, but can't win.
Oh yeah. And stop talking about players losing. Players all lose, okay? Every player has lost. Right. There's not a single player in basketball that hasn't lost, okay? It's basketball. If you want to be technical with it, you got to call everybody a choke artist then, because everybody lost more than they won. But we don't judge greatness by that. We judge by what you do when you're on the biggest stage and how you lost or how you won. All that plays into a factor. Actually, the only superstar that has a winning record, probably won more than he lost, was Bill Russell. But Bill Russell played in the league when it was like 8 to 11 teams. We got to put stuff in context, man.
You don't know what player has the highest winning percentage in NBA history?
Who?
Player Kawhi Leonard.
Okay. That's what's up.
Then after that,
Bro,
I think
Harden is known as a choke artist. There's nothing you could say to do that. To change that, Zach. I don't care if James Harden your favorite player. We speaking facts. You don't owe James Harden nothing. Is that your father or something? What you protecting him for? No, miss me with all of that, man. Yeah, you bugging. He disappeared. The man didn't show up. And this is not the first time. Is it not? Do I have to do a history? You want me to bring up numbers and stats? Find out where the defense is.
Well, you said, what you protecting him for? That's crazy.
Well, yeah, why are you protecting James Harden for, man? What's wrong with you, man? That's not your pops.
It's Father's Day.
Word. You bugging, son.
You said I got James Harden the gift right here. Don't talk
Yeah.
about him. Don't. At least not today. Today's Daddy's Day.
Word.
He don't call it Father's Day. He calls it Daddy's Day.
Man, James Harden wanted to go to the club, man. He didn't want to play no basketball. He was thinking about when this game over. But he on the court playing, he got to get held accountable for it. If you were so hurt and you know you're not helping your team, don't play.
Yep.
You know, so you got to get held accountable for it. You know, stop comparing. Just because you like James Harden, don't mean he in the same breath with Michael Jordan. He did nothing to be compared with Mike.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's not even the same breath as Wade, Kobe, none of them guys.
Really not.
It is what it is. One season from Dwayne Wade, that 2006 season, that's better than any season James Harden ever had.
Mr. James Harden is the greatest regular season player of all time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. I love this approach.
I'm the world greatest regular season player.
The greatest. He's a good regular season player, but postseason is a different story. You know what Larry Bird said about the postseason, right?
Back to Russell.
That's where legends are made. Regular season is for boys. The postseason is for men.
Brady's using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up into it, get an extra possession.
Nobody said Jordan is God, man. That's where you got. LeBron fanboys do the same thing. Like, you think Jordan is the best at everything? Did I say Jordan was the best at everything? Do you hear me saying Jordan's the best three-point shooter in the world? Do you hear me saying he's the best ball handler in the world? No. You act like all I say is like Jordan did everything great. I didn't say he did everything great. I said he went out like a G.
Big time finish right there.
Whether he won or not.
Exclamation point. Or maybe even a question mark.
And we bring up Jordan because these are who this dude's supposed to be chasing.
Yeah. LeBron said it himself. He chasing Jordan. So in order to chase Jordan, you got to do stuff better. Either equal or do better.
Well, you got to take the same route Jordan.
Yeah. Or do it better. Take the same route and do it better.
But then Jordan would have never moved like this.
Yeah.
You guys move like cowards.
Hell yeah. No, I'm not saying James Harden's a bad basketball player, bro. I'm just saying it is what it is, man. He's the main reason the Nets didn't win. You want to be honest. If he shows up and he matches Chris Middleton as the second guy, they win. Giannis was popping and his whole team was popping.
And it don't even matter. Look, check this out.
Yeah.
And check this out. From James Harden, regular season play, right?
Yeah.
Even an injured James Harden with a hamstring is still supposed to be better than a Chris Middleton.
Facts.
Am I right or am I wrong? Correct me.
You're right. You're right.
All equal too.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, James Harden's still supposed to be able to shoot. So he can still shoot. It's not like his arms was broken.
And to be honest, they got this drug called Percocet that they give these athletes when they get injured. And you don't feel shit, my nigga, because listen, I tore my ACL and my fucking meniscus was fucked up. And they gave me that shit and I was clean.
Word.
Not right after, but
yeah, Zach switched the conversation. He said he'd bust us out in the basketball now.
Man, right now you probably would. I ain't gonna lie.
Right. You are young, but hey, I give you a try. We can play 1-on-1. You know.
Now I respect that. You respect that. Because now you
Shout out to Zach for the one-on-one. I take the challenge. You know, I'm pretty sure you're younger. You're a little more athletic than me. I'm older. But, hey, I ain't going back down. I tell you that much. I mean,
well, we definitely respect that. You ain't in here talking about no fucking sorry-ass James Harden.
Right. Hey, it's all good, Zay. It's all good, man. I don't take this stuff personal, bro. You know.
Oh boy.
You know, we don't take none of this personal, man. You know, I've been rocking with Zach for a while now, so it's no beef or nothing like that.
Yeah, Zach.
Man.
Zach. We didn't disrespect you. We disrespecting James Harden, not you.
Right. You know, we're just talking about what happened, man. Because I mean, that didn't look like James Harden. You know that as a James Harden fan, like you said, you know, we all know you are. That didn't look like no James Harden out there. You know, everybody else did their part. You know, James Harden didn't do his part as a slash so-called superstar. You know, I can't blame that. Just y'all trying to blame a loss on Joe Harris, man. Who is Joe Harris? You don't have to play a good game for y'all to win.
You guys say Joe Harris did it. Joe Harris.
You know.
They said fuck James Harden. It is Joe Harris.
Word. This people in the comment section saying Joe Harris can't walk in Brooklyn. Yeah, Brooklyn not even thinking about Joe Harris, man. Nobody thinking about Joe Harris.
And she's a motherfucking fool.
Big L was a beast. 42. Big L was a beast. And Big L was the only guy that Nas said that he had to change his game for. You know, Big L had Nas worried. That's real talk. Mm-hmm. Nas heard Big L. He was like, "Oh crap, what is this?" That's how good Big L was.
Especially on offense, if they wanted to start off this
facts. He's a beast.
But yeah, man, let me get out of here, man.
I got you, P.
Word.
But yeah, that's the thing we're trying to get across to you guys. Like, you know, like you can't bash everybody for losing. You gotta bash them for the way they lose.
Exactly.
Not everybody's gonna win, bro. Like, and that's the thing with this whole LeBron James shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you know, like the media always want to pick it like somebody's gonna win every fucking year, or somebody's gonna go to the finals every fucking year, and that's unrealistic, bro. The only reason why that was happening because he was in the Eastern Conference and it was so weak at the time.
Right.
That's not realistic. Even Michael Jordan didn't go as much as he did, but he won more than he did. So what does that go to show you?
Exactly. You know, and when we point stuff out like that, we're just pointing out the obvious. I mean, you take any superstar, you put him in the Eastern Conference, and you give him two other All-Stars and the best role players out the conference. Aren't they supposed to win? You know what LeBron James did in the Eastern Conference. Yeah, you got to give credit. You could give respect and credit to it, but it's not like it was hard to do. It's easy to do. You know.
Yeah, nobody was there. It was wide open.
If Kobe had a big three, he went that route. Kobe had a big three in the Eastern Conference. He'd be in the finals every year too. You know, it's just what it is, man. So we gotta put that in context, man. It's not like LeBron was going to do like, you know, the best teams in the Eastern Conference. I mean, those teams, half of those teams was trash, and The Cavaliers was like a 5th seed going to the finals. They didn't even play the regular season mostly. They was taking the regular season off.
Yeah. It was bad, man. It was bad.
It was bad. It was bad.
But you know, it's the media, man. It was wilding the fuck out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. But you already know, P.
Hell yeah, son. All right, man. Salute, brother. Catch you on the next one.
All
right. Man, my back hurting a little bit. I don't know what just happened, but my back is hurting. My back is kind of stiff. Man. Shout out to Zach. Shout out to everybody. You know, Zach, man, we were just talking sports, bro. You know, I know you had a bad day because Harden lost, you know, but Joe, it's just basketball, man. Only one team could win the championship. But I'm just saying we can't be calling everybody like choke artists and all this other stuff just because they lose, man. You know, only one team is going to win the championship every year. You know, when has Kevin Durant not been Kevin Durant in the playoff game? Rather he won or not, he's always played like Kevin Durant. You know, if he disappeared and like did stuff that Kevin Durant normally doesn't do, if he didn't take a shot, you know how like LeBron was just holding on to the ball, be all passive when he knows he was needed to be a scorer, then I criticize you, you know. But you know, we use the word choke way too often. I think it's more of a cliche in the trending thing more than anything. You know, choking does exist, but it exists with rules. There's rules to choking. There's rules to not choking. It's just simple as that. You know. You know, like even when Kobe had bad games, he had a bad game in the finals. Remember, like 6 for 24, but he took 24 shots. Okay, it's not like he was like disappearing. Kobe was Kobe. When you know, Kobe has a reputation for scoring, right? You know, sometimes he don't pass the ball. You know, he just say, "Hey, give me the ball and get out my way," and he did that pretty much most of his whole career. It's not like he went into passive mode. That would have been choking. You know, but yo, we out, man. Peace.